Now I'm going to hit the high points on the kettlebell thruster and explain what it is, what we're looking for. Then we'll break it down on how you get your clients there in a quick and efficient manner. So we're going to start with the double kettlebell clean, right here in the rack position. One thing that's important is that you want to keep this rack position here. I like stacking those kettlebells just like that. A lot of times, one's high, one's low. This is going to help you when you do your front squat. Some people like to interlace their fingers. That's fine. I find that just cupping them like that works good for me. So from here, we're going to do our front squat. Notice that my elbows are attached to my torso. As I squat down, they kind of drift away just a little bit. Then as I come back up, they reattach. Then I'm going to go right into the overhead position. So you're here. You just come right back down. Now we're going to break the thruster down into parts. The first thing we're going to do is just work on the front squat, right? Front squat, hips going back, gonna be right here. We want to make sure, keep that nice open chest, nice extension on your back, torso is fairly upright, okay? It's a lot easier when you're holding weight. Sometimes people have a problem getting in position. An easy stretch that works for them is just squatting down, elbows right in here, right? Pressing against your elbows with your inside of your knees, butt's nice and tight. Exhale, kind of drop down, same thing. Boom. Nice and tight. Exhale, drop down. You want a nice straight back. Sometimes people have problems with this position due to flexibility issues. Something that also helps them, if they have weightlifting shoes, the Olympic lifting shoes help, with the angle. It helps their front squat. If you don't have that, you can also use like a 10-pound plate, stick it underneath your heels too. That kind of helps them a little bit. That stretch I just showed you is definitely helpful. And you can do the same thing. You could also practice it with one kettlebell. One way you can hold a kettlebell is right here, holding by the horns, right? Squatting down, boom, coming back out. So you're here, right? You want to make sure in the bottom position that the crease of your hip is right there, parallel with your knee. If you want to use a Dynamax ball for a depth gauge, yeah, have at it. It's all good. You can practice it that way. You can also still have one kettlebell. You can practice your front squats, just keeping it in the rack position here. Coming up. And switching arms and doing the same thing. Okay. One of the biggest common errors people have when they're doing a thruster is they'll, as they get tired, they start developing a wide rack. So I'm just going to have Richie kind of demonstrate that. And you see this all the time. So as they start getting tired, the rack starts drifting out. Boom. And it just gets wider and wider. And sometimes I've even seen people rest the kettlebell on their shoulder. And you don't want that. Force yourself to keep it in nice and tight. There you go. Good. Hold top position. In top position, notice he's got good contact right here. This is what's going to help him get the kettlebells overhead, is having that contact position. If his elbows are still out, yeah, you got nothing. There's not going to be a positive transfer from his legs, hips, torso. It's going to help propel the weight up. It's got to be attached. So just do a couple thrusters. So there you go. Boom. There you go. Excellent. Do one more and hold the top position. So here, notice when the rack from the rack to overhead, his hands aren't turning. That's another common error you see. There's exactly the way it is here is the way it is on top. That's what you want. Okay, good. Come back down and put them down. Good.